a car length and a half or so back from this person in front of you?
I'm gonna say it's on my dash cam.
Say again?
It's on my dash cam.
Okay. Hey, do you know how fast you were going when you came by chance?
It's on my dash cam.
How fast were you going?
It's on my dash cam.
You don't know how fast you were going?
It's on my dash cam.
Okay.
When a police officer requests a driver to stop the car because he's driving too closely behind another vehicle.
Hey, how are you? Can you roll your window down a little bit more for me so I can hear you?
That should be good enough.
Can you roll the window down just a little bit more so I can hear you?
I can hear you just fine.
I can't hear you because of all the traffic.
I can hear you just fine. I'll speak up a little louder so you can hear me.
Speak up a little bit for me. I'm Deputy Henny, Grace County Sheriff's Office.
That's
Get
fine.
your license, got your insurance with you?
Yep. May I ask the reason for the nature of the stop?
I will after you hand me your license and insurance, okay? Can you hand me your driver's license?
It's on this side here. Traffic's noise. If you're worried about the traffic, you're on the same side as the traffic noise, okay?
Guy, I can't hear you. Roll the window down just a little bit more for me, okay?
You're worried about the traffic noise. You're on the same side as the traffic over there. So I'll go ahead and get the luxury of you to put my driver's license and my insurance on this side of the window here. Okay?
You want to hand me your driver's license?
No, they're right here.
Why won't you hand me your driver's license?
Because Texas law states I only have to exhibit them. I don't have to hand them over.
Well, you want to hold it out so I can get your information?
It's right here. Right against the window here.
This way so I can get your information.
I don't want to have to reach over there. I don't want you to say I'm reaching for anything. I want to keep my hands where you can see them. Everything right here that you need is right against this window here. And I'm just going to remain silent for the rest of the traffic stop, okay?
When asked by the police officer to present his driver's license and proof of insurance, the driver held the documents up to the window but did not physically hand them over. According to Section 521.0-5 of the Texas Transportation Code, the act of displaying the license is sufficient and does not require physical surrender. The driver calmly declined to relinquish the documents, thereby frustrating the officer's attempt to obtain them. As a result, the officer was left with no alternative but to proceed without further compulsion.
How can I help you?
Hey, Mr. Turner, still live the same address on your license?
I'm gonna remain silent.
Say again?
Gonna remain silent.
All right. Do you want me to tell you why you got pulled over? Or do you want to remain silent?
I'm still waiting for the
I
explanation.
can't hear you. Speak up for me, please.
Still waiting for that explanation.
One more time.
Still waiting for that explanation.
Hey, sir, I can't hear you.
I can hear you just fine, so I'm pretty sure I can
can't
hear
you because of the traffic and you got this window rolled down like 3 inches.
Yeah, sure. You can tell me why you pulled me over.
Okay, do you want to know what the reason?
Yes, I'm still waiting.
Okay. Hey, did you happen to see me sitting on the side of the road back there a couple miles?
No, I was just driving on the road.
Hey, when you came by in the left-hand lane, but you're following the vehicle in front of you, about probably a car length and a half back. Were you aware that you're going that close?
I have a dash cam right here.
I can't hear you.
I understand. I know how far I was away from the vehicle.
How far were you?
What's that?
How far were you from the vehicle in front of you when you came by?
I know how far away. I know how far away I was, and that's all I'm gonna say.
How far were you then?
I have it on my dash cam. That's all I'm saying.
You what?
I have it on my dash cam right here, which is recording.
All right.
And that's all I'm gonna
you're aware
say.
that you're probably a car length and a half or so back from this person in front of you?
I'm gonna say it's on my dash cam.
Say again?
It's on my dash cam.
Okay. Hey, do you know how fast you were going when you came by chance?
It's on my dash cam.
How fast were you going?
It's on my dash cam.
You don't know how fast you were going?
It's on my dash cam.
Okay. All right. Hey, when's the last time you got a ticket? Mr. Turner, when's the last time you got a ticket?
I'm remaining silent right now.
Say again?
I'm gonna remain silent.
You're gonna remain silent? Okay. All right. Hey, I'll be right back with you, okay?
Okay.
when questioned by the police about his speed and whether he had been tailgating the vehicle in front. The driver chose to exercise his right to remain silent under the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution, the right against self-incrimination. By repeatedly referring to footage from the dashboard camera mounted in his vehicle, he skillfully blocked all efforts by the police to obtain potentially incriminating statements. His reliance on objective evidence from this technological device not only safeguarded his individual rights, but also highlighted the increasingly vital role of technology in ensuring transparency and fairness in law enforcement practices. Furthermore, the driver's firm decision to remain silent reflected a strong understanding of legal protections and underscored the importance of citizens being aware of and able to assert their constitutional rights when interacting with authorities.
What ended up happening was he ran my plates, and I had got a ticket here a long time ago. It was like a while back. I would say about almost 4 years ago. I got a ticket here, and he didn't pull me over immediately. He ran my tags first and then decided to pull me over. And then he wanted to ask me questions such as, do you know how close you were following? Which is on my dash cam. I don't have to answer that question. And he was asking me how fast do I think I was going. You don't have to answer that question either. It's on my dash cam. Whether or not if you don't have a dash cam, you don't have to answer those questions.
The police then requested that the driver lower the window further in order to inspect the window tint, aiming to assert greater control over the situation. However, the driver remained calm and composed, cooperating only to the extent necessary, lowering the window just enough to allow the officer to complete the inspection in accordance with Section 38.02 of the Texas Penal Code. While drivers are required to comply with tint inspection requests, they are not obligated to cooperate beyond what the law specifically mandates. This minimal yet lawful compliance frustrated the officer, as it effectively prevented any escalation of the stop. By strictly adhering to legal boundaries, the driver successfully safeguarded against any overreach or abuse of authority by law enforcement.
Hey, roll that window down a little bit more and I check that tint.
Alright, give me 1 second.
Just a little bit more. You go ahead and put your camera up here, that's fine. Just do it a couple more inches for me, okay? There you go. Let me hold the camera so you can get the reading.
I see it 29.7.
29.7. Alright. So, you live up here now? Mr. Turner, you living up here now?
I'm not answering any questions.
Say again?
I'm not answering any questions.
Why don't you want to answer any questions?
Because I'm exercising my Fifth Amendment right now.
Okay. Alright. You do this all the time?
I can give you a business card after we're finished.
Say again?
I said I can give you a business card after we're finished.
Please? We're done.
We're done?
This is a warning for the traffic stop.
What was the warning for?
What did I tell you why you recently got pulled over? For following too closely?
I'm not sure you were asking me questions, so I'm not sure if that was the reason why you were pulling me over. So you were asking me if I was following too close, you asked me how fast I was going.
Yeah.
But I still don't know why you're pulling me over.
Because you were following the vehicle in front of you too close.
So okay.
Okay? That's why you got pulled over. Mm-hmm. If you have all that stuff on your dash camera, you'll know it. Okay?
Sure.
So when you go back and look at it, you probably see my car parked on the side of the road. So you living up in this area now?
I'm not gonna answer any questions.
All right.
You mind if I get your business card or anything like
I don't
that?
have any with me. Do you have a business card? I'd have one of yours?
Yeah, sure.
With no remaining opportunity to assert control or gain the upper hand, the police were forced to proceed with the traffic stop without securing any advantage. In the end, all they could issue was a verbal warning for following too closely. Even then, the driver firmly insisted on receiving a clear and specific explanation before departing. Lacking any lawful basis to prolong the stop further, the officer had no choice but to let the driver go, having been outmaneuvered at every turn and left with no ground to assert authority.
Can I get your name and badge number?
It's Hanning, number 18.
And your name and badge number?
Barker, 12.
Am I free to go or am I still being detained?
Oh, you're free to go. So where's this at?
And that's how you handle being pulled over by the police. You don't answer questions. Because you answer questions, that's only for them to build evidence that they don't have against you. They think you're speeding, so they're gonna ask you if you were speeding. If you say you were speeding, then you just had admitted to speeding and you're guilty. So best thing to do is don't answer questions, remain silent, and let them do all the work.
This encounter serves as a powerful testament to the importance of knowing and exercising one's rights during a traffic stop. It demonstrates that a calm, informed, and resolute approach can effectively counter potential abuses of authority by law enforcement. Through legal awareness and composed assertiveness, the driver not only maintained full control of the situation, but also prevented the officers from asserting any form of dominance. It stands as a compelling victory for an informed citizen over the misuse of power.